second set of x-rays since we started lengthening, and did we get the good news? What'd they say?
I don't know.
So they told us that they were good with the bone growth. It is better. We don't have to slow down. I was very worried about that. So I'm grateful we get to keep lengthening 4 times a day. And we just got to keep up with the extra vitamins. But we are going home tomorrow and they have no issue with that. We just have to come back in 2 weeks for another appointment. So tomorrow we are packing up after PT and heading home, right? Is that exciting?
Yes, I can't wait to see Goldie.
That's her kitty cat. Very excited to see him. I'm excited to see my other kids. Dad came to get us, so he's driving us home tomorrow. And we are heading back to Michigan. Elsie is far from done, but we are grateful that we get to do the rest at home because she's doing so well, right? And then we'll just travel back and forth many times. And now let's see the x-rays. Okay, so here are Elsie's x-rays for today. It shows that she has 2.9 centimeters lengthened out of the 8 that we're going for. And the good news is it's kind of faint, but you can see the edges. Her bone is filling in here. And that is what we wanted to see. I don't know that it's as strong as it could be or as filled in. This was our previous one. So if you see, if you compare them, you don't see much filling in there. But you can see it more on the edges here. That change is something we really wanted to hear, so that was good news. We do not have to slow down our lengthening, but we're also not speeding it up. So we're hoping when we come back in August that they'll be pleased and again won't want to slow us down at the very least. So it's our last day here before we go home, and where did we decide to go?
Charm City Cakes.
And they're actually closed. They haven't fully opened to the public yet. They have a little ordering window, but because they found out we're from Michigan, did they let us inside? And so we got to see all these awesome, beautiful cakes on display. What was your favorite one?
Burger.
Big Burger. I think that was one of my favorites too. I really liked a geode and a watercolor one. But they let us take a little video inside, and Elsie got a cake jar. We actually had this idea to go there because a friend sent us cake jars, didn't they? So we got to go, and then Elsie also got this Duff Goldman Super Good Baking for Kids, and she already was finding lots of recipes that we want to make, right?
Yes.
So even though living away from home for the summer isn't the most fun, it's kind of fun to explore other places. And we are now going to watch Ace of Cakes, Duff's show from years ago that I used to watch. Now Elsie's going to dive into her cake mug. This time she chose chocolate espresso. Now that we know for sure we're going home tomorrow, we are starting to pack up. We are not going to pack up our entire room because we are keeping the room here. We have to travel back every couple weeks to have clinic appointments, check into the therapist here. And because of that, we want to keep a home in Baltimore so that we have a place to stay and not constantly packing back and forth. Also, this house gets really, really busy in the summer, and if we give up our room entirely, it is probably very unlikely that we will have it for the 2 to 3 nights that we need it every couple of weeks. So we just decided, since we have it for the summer, we're going to keep it until we don't need it anymore, period. So I'm very grateful that we don't have to pack up the entire room tonight, just the things that we want to take back to our house, because we will be coming back and forth pretty much until Elsie hits her 8 centimeters. But we are super excited. We're almost 3 out of 8 in, and now we get to go home and try recovery at home. We have not lengthened while we've been back in Michigan before, so I'm hopeful that it is smooth sailing like we have had here.
Toodles.